Welcome back to another YouTube video. I promised to do monthly updates about how blogging and freelancing full-time has been going. So I did that last month, and then I took a break halfway through this month, but I'm coming back to you for my March update. It's been a really up and down month, and since I updated you in February, which was the beginning of the month, a lot has changed. So I want to kind of tell you guys about my struggles, the strategies I've been using that have been working, and then some of the things I'm tackling and working to tackle for next month, just so you guys can kind of, see what's happening and get the real life version of it versus me posting on Facebook that I'm self-employed and everyone freaked out about that, and I'm just like, guys, this is not as exciting as it sounds, and I don't want to come off that way. So here's the honest truth of what's happening in my freelance blogging business. Let's do it. First, I want to tell you guys about some of the positives and the really good things that have been happening since I last updated you. And a lot of this happened in February. February was a really good month for me, both financially and just in terms of my overall energy and the direction I kind of figured out for my business. That was good, but in March I sort of rethought all of it and doubted myself and went back on everything I just made decisions on. And it's only been the first half of March. I know I'm talking like it's over, but it feels like I've gone through March with nothing. I'm really trying to refocus, get back to that good place I was in February, and continue to just reevaluate as I go and make a new strategy. Businesses do that, I can do that. Chill out. One of the big positives since we last chatted was a mastermind group that I joined. A mastermind group is usually a group of like-minded entrepreneurs that basically decide they want to talk and chat, hold each other accountable, help each other out in their businesses, and sort of talk through the inside of their business with other people, so that they get a different perspective and that they can help each other out in growing their businesses. Okay, so my friend Sam from Hustle and Flow wanted to start this mastermind group, and I was super into it. I've always thought this would be a great idea. So we kind of just took the reins, and our friend Jay, who's also an entrepreneur and an online business owner, we asked her to join. So the three of us are basically in this little chat. We basically decided that we want to talk every 2 weeks, and we want to kind of run for a quarter and then reevaluate, trying to kind of make it easy, an easy commitment, but a commitment nonetheless. So for our mastermind, we decided to do the very early time of 6:30 a.m. The reason we decided to do this is that Sam is a full-time employee and then also a side hustler, so she has a lot going on. In order to add in something, it can't be during the middle of the day, so it has to be before or after work. And after work is always a problem, because if you ask me after 5, I might be doing something, I might have dinner plans. So instead of having to cancel plans, we decided let's just cancel sleep and wake up at 6:30 a.m. and just get it done. I'm not a morning person, but for some reason it's been really helpful, and the days that I do have that mastermind become such productive days. I am so energized and excited and inspired that it continues throughout my day. I've actually really liked the 6:30 a.m. time. So we've been doing that for, I think we've had 4 calls now, and it's just been so helpful to have people that can give you advice and kind of clear out all this mess that's happening in my head. To get an outside perspective, to just be Kayla, clearly you need to do this, this, and this, has been so helpful and priceless for me. So I'm really excited to be a part of this group. Other thing that we've all loved is that we kind of hold each other accountable. So we'll say during the call, these are the things that I'm going to accomplish by next phone call, next meeting. And it'll be 2 or 3 things, and it's with numbers in it. I'm going to reach out to this many people. I'm going to do this many modules of my course, and it's going to be completed by the next time we talk. And just to say it out loud has been so helpful. But just to have people that are expect you to do your work, that and that are kind of watching, whereas typically when you're a business owner, no one's really watching what you do, since you don't have a boss. So this helps us kind of stay on track with our business and not put up a bunch of excuses, because you don't want to have to say those on the call, so you just do it anyway. So I've been really loving that mastermind group, and I would really encourage anyone that's a business owner or a blogger just to find a group of people that you can work together with. I think it's very important to pick the right people. All 3 of us have different businesses that have things in common but don't really look like each other, and that's because we don't want someone with the same exact business that's trying to accomplish the same exact things, and that might be more of a competitive, weird vibe, whereas we can all see each other grow, and that won't hurt our businesses, if that makes sense. So it's been really helpful, and I really, really love it. So Mastermind group was definitely a good thing that I did in February. Another good thing that I've actually been working on, yesterday I kind of figured it out, was my taxes. So like that's been something that I'm really stressed out about for this year. The past 2 years I have done, file taxes for my blog, but it's been such a small number that I wasn't too worried about someone coming to my house and like auditing me. So because this year I want to make a full-time income from blogging and freelancing, I'm just really concerned about like keeping all my receipts, writing everything down, having everything ready to go so that when I go to my expenses and to report my income, I can actually tell everything like 100% and feel good about it and feel fine about it, and have documentation in case I ever get audited or whatever happens with the tax people. The way I get paid is like by multiple different people on multiple different days. So it's not like I have one day where I can just report everything and print everything out and file. It just happens so frequently throughout the day that I was just printing everything out, saving the receipts, but not organizing them. So I think what I'm going to do is kind of do like a quarterly session where I sit down and organize all the things I've been printing out. Basically, the thing that I did the past 2 years and I'm still continuing to do is I have a spreadsheet on Google Docs or Google Sheets, and I basically just do like the expenses, the revenue, and then on the bottom I have like total revenue, total expenses, and then I also generate a number for like the amount of tax that I'm gonna have to take out and pay eventually. So I'm making sure I like write everything down and keep that money aside. I copy this and paste this like general section to every month. So this has my reoccurring expenses, and the first line of my expenses report is always that reoccurring number that I know I'm gonna have to pay every month. So something that I didn't do before was write the exact date. I was just kind of saying, oh, February I spent this much money on this thing from this company. But now I'm making sure to include the exact date so I can find the receipt that's gonna be somewhere else I'll show you. I write the company, the product, and the amount. So that's expenses. Then underneath it is revenue. Again, it's the same thing. It's just the date, the company, the product, the amount. I also write whether I received that payment via PayPal or Venmo or direct deposit or check, just so that I know where to look for it if I ever do need to kind of look up that transaction. At the bottom it says like total revenue, total expenses, and net income. So it's just a way to keep it all organized, and I do that by month, and I just have like a bunch of different sheets in one giant worksheet for the year. So that's where I write it down initially, and then I make sure to like print everything out, and I'm gonna put it in this little folder thing. What is it called? Like a, I don't know, portfolio thing. So I put it in here. And I have different sections in here, and the sections say taxes, receipts, invoices, product, and then I have it divided by quarter. I'm gonna put like, receipts and invoices in these folders to begin with. For each month or for each quarter. So I'll have like, let me see. Like for example, like here's like an order form. I was paid for like if units made a bunch. Basically how I was paid, and then also if I had expenses, those receipts will be there as well. And then at the end of the quarter, I'll double check with my spreadsheet and with my receipts to make sure I have them all printed out. If I had it printed out like a PayPal transaction, I would do it then. And then I just kind of organize it by month. So it'll be like income for January, expenses for January, and then it's the same for February, and then I'll do the same for March at the end of the month, and that all goes into my quarter one file. That way they're like divided up by incomes and expenses, and then by quarter, so it's easy to find the date and the time frame that I'm looking for. So TBD on whether that actually is helpful. So yeah, pray for me next April. Okay, those are my taxes. Now I want to go on to like some of the struggles that I've had this month, which are like endless. In February, I felt really good. I knew that I had February and March covered, so as far as income goes, so I felt like, kind of proud of myself and excited, and I felt like the sky was the limit. And then all of a sudden, I got to March, and I started realizing I don't have April covered, so how am I going to get clients for April, or what do I want to do, and do I want to do clients forever? Like, I thought I wanted to work for myself, so my brain just went nuts. When I start struggling with, like, income or get stressed out about income, it's like a downward spiral where I just don't feel inspired or excited, and I start questioning myself about, what am I doing? What am I supposed to be doing? I start to just lose my energy and my inspiration. So that whole balance of like, I'm spending too many hours on other people, not enough on my own business, what do I want to do, direction, has really been a struggle for me. And I think the only other way that I've been able to combat it is that I have one day a week where I literally just like take a big picture sesh. That's actually going to be later today. And I just think about like, what do I really want? What do I see as the end goal? And how am I reaching that end goal? And am I doing things that are not like even helping me get in that direction? Or am I doing things I'm not excited about or I don't care about? And how can I kind of slowly X those out of my life without losing all the income that maybe I get from it? So I'm really trying to like take one day a week to focus on that big picture and to kind of, and I've used this word before, but like recalibrate on my goals and my objectives and what I really want from life in general and how I want my career to support that. It seems cheesy, but it's honestly super helpful. That's been a good success-ish for me. So one thing that I did decide that I want to work on is an online course. It's something I've always wanted to tackle, but I thought was like too much and I didn't have the time. So now I'm using this kind of empty client time in April to develop an online course about Pinterest. It's going to be called Pinterest for Bloggers, and it's going to be all about how bloggers can optimize Pinterest to get more web traffic and to get more money and to get more passive income and all the things that I have found Pinterest to be so successful with, but haven't really gotten a chance to tell more people than just my 5 or 6 clients. So I'm hoping this is going to be more impactful for more bloggers. It's going to be good for the people that are very do-it-themselves, and which is a lot of bloggers, and I don't blame them. And they just want to spend the time working on it themselves. They want to see the inside of their own business, and they want to continue to grow their blog that way. So I'm really hoping this is going to just like excite bloggers that are looking to move the needle in their business but haven't found a social media platform that has actually helped them do that. So April 1st, and I'm telling you so that I like actually do it because I need to be held accountable. All right, April 1st. I'll put a link to the online course once it's live in the description below, and then I'll also keep in there my Instagram handle because that's where I'll kind of be announcing the Pinterest course if you're interested in following along with that. Also, if you are interested in just learning more about Pinterest or need someone to do your Pinterest for you, sales pitch, you can just also DM the Instagram handle in the description below because I'm always looking for clients, as you can tell. And I'd love to tell you guys more about it and kind of explain what I do and have a little packet I can send you to. So if you're interested, DM me. If you're not, cool, wait for the next YouTube video. So that's been my last month and a half. Definitely lots of highs, definitely lots of lows. I think it'll be an interesting month or so because next time I talk to you, I will have launched my online course. So we'll see how that goes. All right, thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you next month. Bye. I'm usually, can't say entrepreneurs. Oh my gosh. And wanted to, oh my gosh. Hoping to move the needle. Oh my gosh.